On the Bright Side is brought to you by Uno, a brand committed with the future.
It's an ordinary day at Yorke High School. The third form industrial students are wrapping up a quiz, eager to grab lunch when the clock strikes at designated time. The ringing of the bell is a signal that they have an hour to themselves. But when everyone storms out, one student of 3I switches his hat from student to businessman. Javan Anderson walks out of class with his best friend at his side. During the lunch hour, however, Nelson Hill is his employee. It's an on-campus barber shop, and during this time, Javan is strictly business.
Initially for me, when he asked to do it, I was a little hesitant because it's not open market and, everybody wanting to do a business here. But for Javan, it started out as a need. And now he is using it to definitely save for the future, for his plans and all that.
He would come with his colleague, Nelson Hill. They will set up, they will sweep, they run jokes. And I think what I like about it is that even though they're in there to do a job, we still develop that rapport and building a relationship with him, and you get to know more about him. And so I have not had any issues with him other than being his timekeeper in terms of letting him not going over the required time. That is allotted for him to trim.
His rates are like any other barber. He set his price for a basic trim at $7, but took it up to $10 recently because inflation. Javan's endeavor was born out of a need to cover his school expenses, including food and travel allowance. But after meeting his needs, Javan later realized that he had a unique advantage over his peers, one that would jumpstart his future as a businessman. And like many administrative staff, Vice Principal Renison Enriquez has also been in Javan's chair. He attests to his skill and spoke of the importance of teaching financial literacy within the school.
He does his academic work very well, and he's very skillful. He also trims me now and again too. So I must attest to his skill, right? And of course, that is developing his own business entrepreneur, and that is also one of the things that is coming along with this new curriculum, and we will encourage those type of things with our students.
It's important for them to be able to start their credit union account, their bank account. Some of them, remember what we said earlier, come from low-income families. Some of them will have to pay for sixth form themselves.
And at 3 o'clock when school is over, barbering continues at home, where we met him with another customer. Javan told us what got him interested in this profession.
Before I even started cutting here, I always wanted to find new ways to make money. So I would go to my uncle's house, maybe wash his car 1 or 2 times, go around in the neighborhood. I also sold fudge for a few weeks in 2020 when there was quarantine. And from the time that I started doing that, I knew that I wanted to do something pertaining to business, and this was one of my outlets to that.
Javan got his hands on his first clippers as an early Christmas gift from his grandfather. The first haircut was given to his best friend. That would be the start to Javan establishing a plan for his future.
My same assistant, his name is Nelson. He was the first person that I actually cut his hair.
I never just say, so the first time he cut me, I by loan race a bit, and when he get a machine do a neat cut, and I start clean up for he after his cut stay, so he had time to eat here in the afternoon. And he made do a really nice job on my head, and he made give me a free cut. He made use the time, and I really appreciate it. So I encourage her to make it do it at school so he can make a good amount of money.
It's not all the time that I make a lot of money, but when I do make a lot of money, I really look at it as just like a blessing, because God is the only one who can help all of us to do what we want in the future, and I feel like that is the main key. And me, I just get it as an opportunity to put up more, save more money, and have my money set for the week already.
So you're not thinking about, I'm going to buy the new iPhone when it come out or none of that?
Well, sometimes, you gotta leave thought in your head where say, Man, I want to go buy this thing, I know, but you have to have a strong mind whenever you're dealing with money, especially when you make a lot in like a short space of time.
And Javan's mother is one of his biggest supporters, but he also acknowledges his grandmother to be his leading motivator.
I'm proud of you, they do a good job. I really appreciate how you handle your little nephew.
From a very early age, we have taught him how to save. And this venture that he went into, he had learned to save some money. And he explained to me that he needed a bank account to put the money in. So I told him, okay, let's go and open up a credit union account. And he was so excited. I believe that it was like $200 that he deposited to open the account. And he was so excited, and every chance he got, he saved amount of money, and then he deposited that money into his account.
My grandmother is the one who supports me through everything. Like, she, even though like some people might not feel the same way about me, she's the one that always keeps me going, you know. And even though I might not make a lot of money every day, I still try to, you know, give her something and help her and with whatever. And she always advises me, she helps me save my money. She's just like she's my everything.
So what's next for the young businessman? Javan shared with us his intentions to establish himself as a certified barber as soon as he can. He also hopes to open several barbershop chains in the future and still intends to continue school. Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabreena Daly.
On the Bright Side was brought to you by Uno, a brand committed with the future.
That's the sound of fuel efficiency. Every day, every time, I choose Uno Fuels powered with Dynamax. Uno, a brand committed with the future.